Hello, denizens of the internet. I'm Samuel Herb, your host, and my lovely sister Sarah Herb, my co-host. And
Hello.
this is how I done painted it. And then it's gonna like roll an intro or something.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, for this I just started slapping down some colors, and it was actually based on some a really cool color palette that I saw in a photo. I was on some photojournalism site, and I wanted to kind of capture that feeling with the gray sky and the orange sun. So that's really all I knew that I wanted to paint. I really liked that gray sky and orange sun, and the rest of it I just kind of left up to fate. Just sort of brushing around there with my brushes, sort of sketching away. What do you think about what you're seeing here?
It,
You have any thoughts?
it looks like mountains at the
Yeah.
moment.
Yep. That's what I was sort of going for, so that's good.
What's
Those
the
are
stripe of yellow supposed to be?
on the ground.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, maybe like some rocks that were sort of reflecting some light or something. I just wanted some color down there.
I see.
Although, speaking of which, I wish I would have done more like material studies of what rocks really look like. Oh, here's some clouds. I like these little blobby clouds. Clouds can be anything you want because they're all different shapes. So you just make them what you want to make them. I wanted those blobby shapes this time.
They kind of look like the sandstone in Moab, Utah.
Yeah. So then I was like, hey, why don't I put a like ice cream truck type van in here?
Did you know that an ice cream truck was the first thing that Rupert Grint bought with
I
his fandom money?
I did know that.
He's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. But as you can see, my digital drawing kind of looks like butt. And that's just the nature of not drawing a whole lot digitally. I usually draw traditionally with a pen, and I paint digitally, and the two don't usually cross over as much as they probably should.
Is it harder to digitally draw?
They're different. It's probably about the same on a Cintiq, but I'm using this here Intuos 5. It's a very nice little device. But yeah, it's a little bit weird. Um, it's just a bit different. I would say I actually much prefer painting on a tablet, but drawing you don't have the same connection between the tip of the pen and the paper.
Mm.
So it's just different. But then there's people like Sparth, um, who
Whoa, how did it get from
oh
nothing
whoops,
to
right.
everything?
I may have not recorded a small portion of
Oh,
that.
I
Uh,
see.
so yeah, I kind of filled in the line drawing with
Oh,
some quick values, and here they are.
nice.
Just magically appeared there. Probably should have remembered to turn on my little recording thing. So yeah, I'm just kind of painting in these little doodahs. One thing about having like a white surface like that van, is you can get a lot of fun colors in there. So you can notice there's a bunch of blues and oranges and even some pinks all throughout that white, because just pure white's pretty boring.
It is.
And in fact, by having all those colors in there, it can make it look more white than just white. Whereas dark colors tend to have more muted uh, colors like that. I don't know what I'm talking about. I like those little flaps though. The
Yeah, those are fancy.
yeah, that's a
They-
lasso tool.
Its
Lasso tool's
wheels
great.
seem to have been having some
Well,
troubles.
yeah, this guy's having a little trouble with the vehicle being a vehicle. But you can see he's doing pretty good for himself. He's got a like little canopy set up. He has
Is that a
some
radio tower?
yeah some kind of radio tower for catching them broadcasts out there in the wilderness,
Ooh,
out
the
there in the
welcome mat.
outskirts. Yeah, I liked that Because he's friendly.
Because he's friendly.
Yeah, and they're sort of, oh yeah. So here, I'm just using the Photoshop's like skew tools because why not?
That's cool.
Because it's easy and fun, and that's the way I like to draw. So if you don't like it, you can just get out. That's what I have to say. Yeah, I wish I wouldn't have noodled so much some of these values in the car.
Mm.
Probably should have done a better drawing and then stuck to it a little more. Like Zoran Vasily, if you've ever seen his drawings, they're like super tight, but they still have really great energy.
Mm.
I should have done that, because now I'm confused about what I'm drawing. I'm just kind of slapping values down and going over and over and over, and it looks messy and dumb and bad.
Your man has very thick legs.
Yeah.
Very thick calves.
I think I sort of...
trim them down a little.
Yeah. I mean, they're kind of baggy pants, but...
Oh, he's looking a little oddly proportioned.
You don't know anything about art. You can't tell me what to do. It's just my style.
Style of oddly proportioned people.
Yeah.
They're very pointy shoes as well.
Yeah, they are pointy shoes.
Oh.
Here I'm giving cool hair.
Ooh, fancy.
I need to study hairstyles.
Hmm.
I don't know. Hair is cool and it just goes all over the place, and I don't know what's going on. I wish I knew more about hairs. And when in doubt, make swoopy cables. They make everything better.
Makes it look more detailed.
Yeah, they're really easy. They're pretty much the cheater's way to do detail. So
there
they're...
a sign on the side?
Yeah, but it ended up not being a sign that said anything. It's just kind of a sheet metal that he kind of put on there, or maybe it was broken or something. You'll notice in the wheel well I have it cut off at an angle, but it was weird because it was also bent and it looked like it was folded or something, so then I made it into a square later on.
Mm.
Not that anyone particularly cares about that part of the drawing, but I just thought I'd point that out. Yep, there. See, now it's a square.
Nice.
Adding some little highlights there. Yeah, I've noticed for this style of illustration, you really only need like 2 main values for anything to define a form. So like that guy's shirt is just like an orangish color and kind of a maroon color, and that's enough to differentiate the light from the dark. And there's some small variations in there, but there's that separation, and that's really all you need.
Everybody looks good in maroon.
Yeah.
Good color choice.
That's more of a salmon.
Yeah, it's not quite maroon, but you're
No.
getting there.
Yeah. Well, no, the dark part of it is sort of a maroon. So yeah, that door really bothered me because it's supposed to be open, but it's foreshortened for some reason, and it's looking weird. So I fixed that later on. You'll also notice that what is currently the left side of this painting is looking rather blank. That's just another sticker that I put on there.
Looks like a pizza.
It's a little X.
Oh, maybe he's friends with the pizza guy.
Yeah.
They can be buddies.
Mm-hmm.
Ice cream and pizza, what could be better?
Yeah. I don't think it's ice cream anymore.
Oh, well,
Probably.
it's probably all melted by now.
Yeah. I don't know what he's doing in there, but it's probably not ice cream.
Sketchy.
There's little pieces of like cloth or something. I don't know.
His socks.
Yeah. What I've noticed is that the way I paint, a lot of times I much prefer the way it looks when I'm really quick and using the lasso tool than when I try to be like a purist and try to paint it in. It just looks better if I use the lasso tool. So I should do that more. See, and I'm like, maybe I can just cut that part out. What am I doing here? But that didn't work. Because then it kind of made the dude the center of the composition, and that was weird. So then I added this figure in the foreground. And he's sort of a brooding character, dressed in all black, and so I thought, hey, maybe he should have a stick, because this is the concept art, and a traveling stick salesman has to be in every piece of concept art, as well as copious amounts of fog for no particular reason. Oh, there, I was listening to Jim Guthrie.
Nice.
Fantastic stuff. And
Ooh,
then,
he has
I,
a
and then I
halo.
said, hey, what if he had a rock floating above his head? What then? So I did that.
Huh, he looks kind of like the evil guy from Mulan.
From Milan?
Mm-hmm. The Hun.
The Hun?
Mm-hmm.
Like Attila?
No, not
Maybe he's a
Attila.
different Hun?
Yeah, like the
Man,
Hun.
Sarah, the internet's gonna think I'm so uncultured because I haven't seen Mulan. Or I probably have, but I don't really
It's okay.
remember it.
It's the bad guy in Mulan.
Okay.
You can look up a picture later.
See, there he has a stick.
Mm.
And then I was like, you know what? He's gonna be the Grim Reaper now.
Mm,
So now he's the Grim Reaper with a scythe.
nice. With a scythe.
Because that's what the Grim Reaper has.
Right.
See, again, look at
He
that.
still
I
has a
used.
rock floating above his head.
Yeah, he does. He has. I put more rocks because he's the Grim Reaper now. So, because of reasons, he has rocks.
Huh.
It's kind of like an anti-halo.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of horns, you have rocks.
Yeah, just kind of floating up there, menacingly. Then I'm like, that's too short, so I lengthen it that way a little bit, and then I grabbed the other end and lengthened it that way a little bit.
Nice.
Yep. Lasso tool, man. It's the best.
The way to go.
Yeah. Then I made him too tall though, because he was a little bit short.
Mm.
Then I overcompensated, and I made this really weird tangent between one of the structural supports on that van and his stick, and it looks really weird. Oh, here I thought, I wonder if a star could have rings like Saturn.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I don't think that's actually
I
possible.
think so. There's
But
sun flares. Solar flares.
That's a bit different.
Well, there's stuff coming out of there.
Yeah, there is stuff coming out of there. But I mean, the suns have gravity, so one could surmise that a group of debris could get caught in an orbit around it.
Wouldn't it all just burn up?
That's hard to say. I'm not a cosmic scientist. Here, I'm just putting some notes on this door.
Post-it
Some
notes.
little
Everybody
reminders.
loves a good post-it note.
Yeah.
I'm a big post-it note fan.
Oh, here, I'll do another sticker. And this says the Spicy Dragon, which I've decided is going to be a restaurant that will show up in random paintings that I do in different forms.
Nice.
So like in one of them, the Spicy Dragon was a interstellar food truck, and then there was that one Inktober drawing where the Spicy Dragon was like a weird restaurant with a big like metal dragon worm thing wrapped around it. But yeah, I've decided that the Spicy Dragon is going to be showing up in various incarnations throughout my work.
Nice.
And there I put another post-it note back there.
Nice.
Yeah, lasso tool again. Always lasso tool. No excuse not to lasso tool. I know sometimes I'm a doofus and I don't lasso tool. Jim Guthrie again. His ending game of the movie soundtrack is very good. That's what I was listening to there. The other I just stole an old drawing and plopped it on there because hey, who's gonna stop me?
Can't plagiarize your own work.
Yep, that is the Psychic Space Cat,
Oh.
which was one of the possible models I was gonna make. I ended up making that little robot over there, a little FDM 3D printed model.
Nice.
Well, I'm just laying my logo in. I'm gonna have to make a new one next year because that one says 14 after it.
Oh,
So it's
you
gonna
only have a
be,
couple more weeks there.
yeah, it's gonna be quite a chore changing that 4 to a 5. But who knows? Maybe I'll do a little bit of redesign.
Oh.
Yeah, getting crazy. Because
Alright.
really the AE is the only super important part. And I wanted to say either technician because no one's going to be able to search for just a logo. So I need to have the words in there so
Right.
if someone finds it, they're not like, oh, what is this? Oh yeah, I thought I'd make the Grim Reaper a little bit more trendy by putting,
Skull and crossbones?
yeah,
Oh, he's so hip.
kind of a cutesy skull and crossbones. Now I kind of want that shirt. I would totally wear that hoodie.
Huh.
Hmm. Yeah, and I'm not sure what I. Oh yeah, so these are just some finishing touches. I like to put a bit of.
Noise?
Yeah, you knew what word I was looking for.
Yeah, because I'm
Yeah.
such a professional.
It gives it kind of a papery feel, which is nice. It's subtle, but it also helps with the JPEG compression, because otherwise the JPEG compression will have weird artifacts in some places but not others. And if you add in that noise, the compression it'll still be weird, but it'll be weird all over.
Hmm.
Here I'm just adding a orange swoosh because I felt like there should have been a little bit more variance in the values in that area. I mean, the hues in that area, rather.
Nice.
So I added a swoosh, like you
Lovely
do.
swoosh.
It's subtle. And that's about it.
That's lovely.
Well, thank you for joining us on this journey through time and space and painting
And painting.
with a computer.
And we're out.